All right. So, for those who don't know, I like to play ranked over here in COD. I've seen quite a lot of builds just playing and having fun. I am currently gold 3. I have intentions to get all the way up to at least diamond by the end of the season. I'm almost plat now. Come join the live streams if you want to see me, watch me grind, because I do stream ranked. Today we are in no real particular order. We're going to be showing the top 4 weapons that you could be using in ranked. We have 2 AR options and I believe 4 SMGs. Sorry. So we're going to be covering 3 SMGs and the aims, which is the better of the 2 ARs. So we're going to start off with the compact. The compact is a very strong SMG for the first about 10 meters or so. But after that, it really falls off when it comes to damage. So if you are playing SMG and getting into the point quickly and just need a close range weapon, this has the fastest TTK available to you when it comes to defending and getting onto point. So with that, we're going to start off with the muzzle. Most of these builds are kind of similar, but at the same time, they are all different in their own ways. For example, the compact is the only one that you run the fire mod recoil springs. You run the compensated muzzle on it, along with the reinforced barrel for extra bullet velocity and damage range. You run the vertical foregrip just because the kick is insane on this. And then you run the ergonomic grip. And as you will see in the firing range, the gun performs fairly well at about 10 meters, but as soon as you get to 25, it takes so many more bullets, but the rate of fire is pretty good. So you want to be fighting within the 10 to, I'd say, about 15 meter range at maximum with the compact. Now let's get over to the next weapon, which will just be the C9. Personal opinion, I think that the C9 after the Jackal basically removed the long barrel and compensator. I believe personally that the C9 is the better SMG for all around gameplay. For the build, you run once again the compensator, you run the long barrel, just so that this way you get a little bit of extra range. The Ranger foregrip for that movement speed buff. You run the ergonomic grip, and you run the infiltrator stock. Now, keep in mind, the ergonomic grip you can always change if you're doing other stuff more often. For example, if you want a little bit more sprint to fire speed, you'd use the CQB grip. I personally like a little bit extra ADS speed. With that being said, that is personally, I do feel like the better of the 2 SMGs. Now, everybody's favorite one is now up, the Jackal PDW. So, I still think that if you guys saw my video, this weapon is still extremely good. I personally feel like it fell off a little bit, but I was never really a huge fan of the Jackal. I used it a lot in the beta. I used it quite regularly when ranked first came out, but then I started turning towards the PP919, and when it was out, I was using the PPSH. Well, with this, I never really And now I'm using the C9 and the compact depending on my playstyle for that day or how I want to play. The Jackal I will still use. That's why I have a class for it. But I personally feel like it has fallen off a little. Obviously, personal opinion, take it with a grain of salt. With that, I don't run an optic with it. I think the iron sights are fine. That is something I did change between my video and now. If you are Prestige 8 and have the VMP variant of this, the iron sights I believe are better. As you see, I am only Prestige 2 because I didn't want to lose my stuff anymore. More than likely that will be changing. More than likely I will be prestiging again, starting to prestige again pretty soon. Anyway, so let's start with the build. I don't run an optic. I feel like the iron sights are fine. I run the gain twist, which is the only barrel you can run. For the underbarrel, I use the Ranger foregrip, the ergonomic grip for the rear grip, and for the stock, I actually use the balanced stock instead of the infiltrator, just because it gives a little bit more of everything with availability. And with that, that's all I can say for this weapon. The 4 attachments, the iron sights are fine. And this will be the only 7 attachment gun. The Ames 85. God, I have a lot to say about this weapon. But I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I personally love this weapon. I use it in Warzone. I use it here. The Model L I also like a lot. But the Ames, I personally feel, is one of our most balanced ARs that we've really ever had. With that, the attachments for it is the only 7 attachment build that we will be running for really anything. It's the only class that kind of needs gunfighter. So for the optic, you can kind of run anything you want. I personally like either the Kevlar or the Merlin. I also don't mind the Willis ×3 if you're fighting a little bit further off, like if you're playing a further anchor or you're playing S&D and holding a lane. I don't mind using the Willis, but for the most part, the Kevlar is fine. I don't think many people will disagree with that. For the muzzle, I use the ported compensator. For the barrel, I actually just use the gain twist. I do not use the reinforced. I have seen people using the reinforced barrel. I think the gain twist is fine. I don't think the damage range really is a big issue with the Ames 85. For underbarrel, I use the vertical foregrip just to help with recoil. The quick draw, I personally feel like is the best just for that ADS speed. We all know I like to slide ADS and stuff like that. For the stock, once again, the infiltrator stock and the recoil springs. With that, that is the top 4 weapons you can be using in ranked play at this moment. If you guys do enjoy this like shorter, no gameplay type video, let me know in the comments, and we can definitely make this more prevalent on the channel. With that being said, hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later.